Hey, so as everybody knows, I guess everybody knows if you followed along on my Facebook, I got a new job, and in the interview process, the interviewer was sitting there asking me all these questions and said, "How well do you perform under pressure?" I said, "Well, if you give me the words, I think I can get through it."
Doom, 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 doom.
Also, I went, I was thinking about it the other day.
Where are you?
Huh?
This is playful banter. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it's been a while since we recorded, but this is how we,
it has.
how we do a show.
Life gets in the way. I was thinking about it the other day, and we used to fill up air in our tires for free.
Yeah.
Now it costs like $2 if you don't have an air compressor at home. I guess that's that inflation people keep talking about.
Oh my gosh. even the air's more expensive. Come on, man. I have one. Go ahead. Do you have one more? Go ahead.
Did you hear about the new corduroy pillowcase?
No.
It's making headlines everywhere.
And for you kids who don't know what corduroy is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we all used to have blankets like that back in the day. I realized I have a pet peeve. There are people who look at the words etymology and entomology. They do not know the meaning of those words and the difference between them, and it bugs me.
Wow. You were hoping I didn't know, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Grammar. Yeah. Isn't it a nice little grammar humor? Shall we hit the music now? Are we good with that?
Yeah, you can hit the music
now.
All right,
let's do it.
Brothers, but not by birth. Family, but not by DNA. Dave and Adam are two of a kind, and they want to borrow some of your day to talk into your ear holes about midi-chlorians and roller coasters. Those two things are unrelated, but so are they. They're unrelated at birth, like most people who aren't related. Unrelated at birth, but they're brothers in a brotherly way. Now it's time for the phenomenal brother and the golden voice of the South. They're brothers from different mothers, but they're both really proud to be unrelated at birth.
This is where you come in, Dave.
Okay, I had to compose myself. And welcome into Unrelated at Birth. Wow.
I'm not even taking the music down. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, it's been we're a little rusty. So everybody can
rusty. Okay, you've got to post this week and this week only. This is a very easy one to clip. Just clip what we're doing between, like, when the theme song is going. And
we're sitting here as professionals, just like waiting for the theme song to be over.
They'll understand why. All right. Welcome to Unrelated Birth. As always, you've got the one, the only, the golden voice of the South, the human jukebox, Dave Adams, coming to you recorded and living color all the way from the top of the state of Alabama. That's right, in Madison, Alabama, in the Unrelated at Birth podcast studios. And as always, I have brought along my friend from the home of Sheriff Grady, the one, the only, the phenomenal brother, Adam Joseph Russell.
That's 2 times in a row that you said my middle name was Joseph. You need to get in front of the mirror and do like pep, 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 like get your vocal one, and then like Adam Joseph. Unique. Get the children. Get the children.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
Oh, anyway, how are you, Dave?
I am well. For some reason, though, I felt like I was coming down with a cold earlier today.
Really?
I was coughing, and it was that not dry cough, but just kind of that back of your throat cough, and that when you start, I hate to say that I did this, but I had a huge cup of decaf coffee because I didn't need the caffeine. You know how much I hate decaf coffee.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you had drank regular coffee before doing this, my name would have been, and they wouldn't even gotten like the difference between the words. So yeah.
Well, I don't know, because I think I mean, we all know where Ellie gets the ADHD from. And there is truth to the fact that caffeine doesn't affect ADHDers near as much as it does normal people.
Caffeine doesn't affect me.
So
I must have 84K then. Because seriously, I could drink coffee right before I go to bed, and it is like, I think I'm just used to it. No, I don't, not anymore. This is the leaded version, man.
I'm proud of you.
Well, when I started going back to OTF, is really when caffeine stopped affecting me in a negative way. When I started incorporating a lot more activity and exercise,
yeah,
I think my body was able to do something with it, and it didn't seem to affect me as negatively. So yeah,
well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you for drinking the only legal stimulant drug known to mankind. Yeah,
it's not the only one now, because in most states, little wacky tobacco is.
That's not a upper though. That's a downer.
Yeah, that's true. That's that's a downer. You're right.
Hey, I don't want to make it sound like I know that first.
I mean, you do live in Florida.
Well, I don't live in that part. Not in Polk County, man. We don't tolerate that kind of stuff around here.
I mean,
we name our dogs after the sheriff down here.
You do have. I mean, come on. Elvis sang a song about y'all. Y'all have a salad named after you. A weed.
What?
Polk salad, Annie.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's not from Florida. It's anyway.
Oh.
And
did Elvis sing a song called that?
Polk salad, Annie.
Yeah. Did you know that I feel the same way about Elvis that I do about the Beatles? God, did you know that about me?
No.
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Yeah.
Elvis. How? We have some very different musical appreciation.
Yes and no.
Yeah. Okay.
Older music, I think we diverge greatly. Newer stuff, we're probably more aligned.
You don't like rap, and I do. I like a lot of the.
Yeah, I like some, but not all.
Yeah.
I don't like Elvis. Sorry.
Yeah. You know, I was listening to that when I sent you the screenshot of last night as I was driving to a destination unknown that we'll talk about in later podcasts. We can't divulge right now. But Big Pimpin' came on the classic rap station. Send it to you, and also send it to my friends, other friends that Carrie, Eric, Jason Porter, all those guys I hang out with up here.
Yeah.
And I said, man, this is college throwback. Same thing I said to you. They put in a little asterisk and said early high school for us. It's like, shut up.
Oof.
Just shut up.
Oof. Wow. That hurts a little bit.
It does hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I dated myself today at work. Not dated. I dated myself, like not dated myself, but showed off my age today at work.
That video earlier.
I showed off my age a little bit today at work with someone who was a kindred spirit. But I compared something at work to when Coke did New Coke, and then came back with Coke Classic, which was just Coke with corn syrup. And that bait and switch, I related to something like that, and they laughed, and I said, wow, we're both pretty old, aren't we, for both laughing at that? There are people on the same team that would look at us like, what are you talking about?
That was 80s.
So, yeah, but there's some younger people that are around
true.
now,
They wouldn't know what. They don't know.
That would be like elementary, maybe kindergarten for them. Maybe they would remember it or not, right?
Yeah.
It's in that early stage.
No one knows. Why does it say Coca-Cola Classic on the cans now?
I don't understand that.
What does that mean?
New or same taste, new formula. What is the new formula? It's called corn
syrup. I don't
syrup,
think it says same taste, new formula anymore.
No, it doesn't anymore. It used to though. But it's like that scene in Back to the Future. It's like you may not understand it, but your kids are going to love it. Yeah, that's corn syrup. That's corn syrup in the 80s.
Speaking of, Back to the Future, I heard an amazing factoid today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Who's dinging? Is that you dinging?
That's me dinging.
Could you please put your phone on mute while we're recording this highly professional podcast? Listen to
it's
people
actually
all
not
around
my
the world.
phone. It's not my phone.
What is it?
Remember, I have an Apple computer.
Okay, Booge.
Text
What's
messages
your
are
point?
coming.
I do too, and mine is muted.
Well,
Do you know how to turn off your notifications, Dave?
Why do I want to turn off my notifications?
Because we're recording a highly professional podcast that is listened to by people all around the world.
You're
literally all around the world.
You are very, very, very correct. But anyway, here's my factoid of the day.
Please.
Because I don't work at Boeing anymore, so I don't get that factoid coming off the elevator.
Oh man, that's a shame. That's such a great perk of the job.
It really was a great perk.
I bet you miss it.
No, I don't. I also don't miss the fact that more whistleblowers are dead. Anyway,
you're next. What? What'd you say?
Who
was that?
Michael J. Fox recorded or filmed Back to the Future at night while also filming Teen Wolf during the day.
Oh, wow.
And in the middle of all that, filmed the Family Ties, and they had a London episode. So they had to go to London in the so they filmed all three of those things at the same time.
So there was an American Werewolf in London?
Yes. Yes. I hear it's the Shakes.
Oh, that was good. Oh man. That's fascinating. You know, I saw something the other day that he attributed his lifestyle in the 80s after he became famous to why he has Parkinson's now.
I wouldn't doubt
they've
it.
tied it back to a lot of the stuff that he did back then. It's like, that's a shame, man.
Really is.
That's
Have
a
you
shame.
seen a video of him lately?
Yeah, he's moving around in a wheelchair and stuff like that now.
Yeah,
it's sad.
It reminds me a lot of, I hate to say it, how Muhammad Ali looked at the end of his life.
Bodies are fragile, man.
I know.
Got to take care of it.
Are.
Got to drink decaf.
Speaking of bodies being fragile,
Uh-oh.
and well, no, I'm just we got to talk some Halloween horror.
Sometimes I don't know where your segues are going. That's why I said
we got to talk some Halloween horror nights because, you know, bodies being fragile, walking around horror nights, you have to do the whole Men in Black Bugman walk halfway through because your knees start hurting. You know exactly
Speak
what
for
I'm
yourself. Only my Achilles hurts. Thank you very much. Not my knees.
You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the Bugman walk.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. We've had 2 speculation maps come out.
We have.
And I believe this might be the best year for IPs, but it might be the worst year for originals.
There's no way that could ever. Are we starting that topic officially now?
Why?
No, I mean, are we starting that topic officially? Like, are we going into our whole? Okay, so let's. We got speculation maps, so we're going to go through it, right?
Okay.
And we're going to talk about what we think all these little symbols are. So they've got either unknown, but they've got the name of every tent, and it's got just a symbol on this map. So we're going to guess what the symbols mean, right?
Yes.
So I don't know that it's possible for HHN to have a bad year on original houses.
Oh, it's not.
I guess that's what I mean. But I think you could, of course, everything can be ranked. Thank you, ESPN. And so, I mean, of course, we could probably pick it after the fact and say this was worst or best, you know, that kind of thing. But
I think, but see, looking at this map, I only see 2 or 3 original houses.
Well, there's one. Everyone that doesn't have a movie reel on it is original.
You know, I hadn't picked up on that. Okay.
Yeah. They should add a legend. I mean, come on. Like, I don't understand what the purple section is. Like, I know that the purple one is the show. No, the scare zones are the orange. So let's set the stage for everybody. There's these red boxes around the outside where they've labeled all of the houses. Then there's a green section for the Death Eaters that's in Harry Potter. There's orange sections for scare zones that all say unknown at this point. There's 2 purple sections. One has fire, which is the show that's in the theater. And then there's another one that shows a film reel, which means it's based off a movie, and it's a castle. And that one's outside of what looks to be Cafe La Bamba, kind of where they had the Megan stuff, I think.
Well, so, okay. I just sent you.
No, that's over in Simpsons Land.
Yeah, so I just sent you.
No, it's
you
not.
sent earlier.
I don't
today,
know. I can't read this map, Dave.
You sent version 1, so I just sent you version 2.
Oh, is there a version 2? My bad.
Yeah, version 2 has only one purple zone.
Yeah, because I was going to say I thought that might be something like Evil Dead, or not Evil Dead. What's the one where they went to the castle thing? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Let me open this with preview. Ooh, some of it's changed.
Yeah, some of it's changed. That's why I was looking at what you sent me.
There we go. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so where are we going to start? Let's start with, look, you walk in the main entrance.
Yeah, so we'll start walking the main entrance. Monsters of Latin America, because what it is, it's South America with Central America.
I think it's something about the rainforest because it's got a bunch of trees in the middle of South America. So this is right when you come in. Well, they've had a chupacabra house in the last few years. So it might be a playoff of that one. But you walk in the main entrance, and then right when you pass that first gift shop and you get to Minions, that left-hand turn, like you head out that secret exit that they've got right there.
Right.
That's this queue. So it's where like Cell Block was and some other stuff a couple of years ago. But this one I think is going to be something rainforest themed, which I'm excited about because one of my favorite houses was the I can't remember the name of it, but it was the first year we went, and it was like the forest had taken over the city.
Oh yeah,
that was one of my favorites. So hopefully it feels like that. That's my theory. But so you're thinking like a Legends of that area of the world, like Chupacabra and stuff like that.
Right.
That'd be cool too.
The next one, which is back where Stranger Things 2's house was.
Yeah. So the sound not the sound stage, the main stage queue right there in front of Rip Ride Rocket. Yeah.
There is no doubt in my mind that's Bride of
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Oh, that's I mean, it's the female symbol with her hair, so it's something about that. That's going to be the Universal Monsters house, which is one of the first times that Monsters hasn't been back over by the Mardi Gras Parade Float building.
That's true.
So that's interesting that it's marquee and kind of up at the front like that because that's usually the biggest queue.
Yeah,
that they have.
The next one is the Jimmy Fallon queue.
Yes,
and it is the Cadillac symbol.
Yep.
You and I are different on this, right?
Well, I wouldn't say I don't disagree with you. I want to talk about which one it is, though. Okay. So go ahead and share what you said at first. Because at first I said Christine.
Right.
I said the Stephen King one about the car, right? But that would be kind of boring. That would be kind of boring.
Right. But for those that don't know, Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters is a Cadillac.
Yeah, it's a Cadillac hearse, yeah.
Right. So I am almost convinced that this will be you hope it's Ghostbusters 2. I don't think it will be. I think it's going to be Ghostbusters Afterlife or Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Well, they've done it before with Stranger Things. Excuse me, where they covered a couple of seasons in the same house. I think it was the year they did Starcourt Mall.
Yes.
They did the season before Starcourt and then the season of Starcourt. So they could do, because they've done one, they could do two, the River of Slime and all of that, and then head into Afterlife. But, I mean, Ghostbusters 2 is one of my favorites out of the four that exist in canon. It's one of my favorites. I love the music, the soundtrack. I think everything was cool. It's got some continuity stuff around, like how did all of New York possibly forget what they did and, stuff like that. But it's just a lot of fun, and I like Vigo. But I don't know what you could really do there. You've got the train, you got the River of Slime, you've got Vigo taking over. I mean, the Statue of Liberty. You have something, but what jump scares would 2 have that you could definitely get with Afterlife, right? And then with Afterlife, you got the mini Stay Puft guides, which would be a cute effect and all that kind of stuff.
But let's be honest, this is the house that you're not going to get jump scares. You're going to get, well, of course.
Well, it's going to be somebody saying a line from the movie very loudly.
Right. When I go through it, there is no jump scares. But
well, yeah, because you're looking above everybody like, there's one around the corner, everybody. Hey, everybody, look out. He's right there where that mirror is. I can see him. Oh, hey, Phantom. Yeah.
Seriously, Adam, have I, we've gone, 3 times now together? Yes. Have I ever jump scared?
Yes. I don't remember what house it was, but we laughed and laughed. But there was one time I know they got you good.
Okay.
I know for a fact. I don't remember what house it was, but it was, I think, that second time we went. But, yeah, I could see it being either way. I could see you pulling something off with Christine where the fact that you're getting jump scared by just a car. I mean, how ridiculous would that be? But you wouldn't need that many scare actors. So if they're trying to cut costs, that would be
that's true.
That would be the way to go. All right, let's keep going. What's next?
Yep. Next one in that back soundstage that had Poltergeist a couple 3-4 years ago. It's the mute symbol. That's A Quiet Place.
Yeah. So this is where if you go past Rip Ride Rocket, there's the 2 queues that are right there next to the tribute store. It's the one to the left.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's I think it's either got to be A Quiet Place. Some folks said Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I saw online, but it's like, again, Anthony Hopkins won an Academy Award after spending 7 minutes
right
on screen in that movie. I mean, that wasn't really a jump scare. That was more of a Hitchcock style mental get you in your head kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's going to be A Quiet Place. Although how do you pull that off? Like, I'm interested to see how they pull off A Quiet Place where, I mean, people don't, there's no noise. There's no, like, I don't know. We'll have to see, but it could be very interesting.
It would be tough.
Yeah.
The next one, the right one to the, by the tribute stage.
Yes.
Is a candy wrapper. I'm seeing people say Sweet Revenge.
Yeah. There's the Major Sweets character. There's the Meats character and then the Sweets character,
Yeah.
So it could be something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw somebody online say that it could be that Willy Wonka experience that they did overseas somewhere that ended up being so bad that they actually make you walk through that.
Yeah.
I was like, that would be great.
That'd be
awesome. I think it's got something to do with probably bringing back a character from previous years on that one.
Yep. Then Fast and the Furious Q, a returning icon, possibly the Usher is what I'm seeing.
Okay, yeah, that would be cool. So bring back another one.
Yeah.
This was the one that I think everybody thought was going to be Five Nights at Freddy's,
which would be awesome.
It would be, but it went sideways.
Yeah.
So.
Tent 3, which is normally Blumhouse, is not this year. So I am seeing popcorn and
the symbol's popcorn. Yeah.
What if this is Slaughter Cinema 2?
Oh, that was one of my absolute favorites.
That was the first year
all
we went.
Time. The birthday party scene in that one with the head in the claw machine. Oh my gosh. Amazing house. I hope they do bring it back. That would be great.
So, okay. This next one, it's a lantern. And it's a tent back behind Men in Black. I've seen two things. One that you would love, Insidious.
Okay.
It's the lantern he used to guide people. And then one that you would not love, but I would love.
A retro one, right?
No.
Okay. All right. What are you thinking?
Wrestling just lost, about 6 months ago, lost its horror figure. You remember Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse?
Oh, yeah.
All those weird characters?
Yeah.
He came to the ring with a lantern. And a lot of people I'm seeing, because Mike Aiello is a huge wrestling fan.
Interesting.
Saying that this could be a Bray Wyatt tribute.
Kind of like they did with The Weeknd, like a collaboration kind of thing. Yeah.
If this is a Bray Wyatt tribute tent and you and I go, I'm going to go to that house
and just loop
30 times.
I'll see you later, Dave.
Seriously, though.
I'll meet you at the entrance at 2 a.m. I was thinking with the lantern, because the first speculation map had stars and a moon. And so people were saying Nightmare on Elm Street. And so that put me in that 80s mindset. When I see a lantern, I think camp. And when I think camp, I think Friday the 13th. Jason. So, yeah, we'll see on that one. It again has that reel. So it's got to be some kind of IP of some sort, whether it's wrestling, music, whatever like that. But
well, if it's wrestling, keep in mind that WWE has a partnership with Universal and Comcast.
Yeah.
Because they're shown on USA Network, which is owned by.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
They could easily get the rights to that. Tent 2 is the Blumhouse logo.
But it doesn't have a reel with it, though.
It doesn't, but that's the Blumhouse logo, isn't it?
It's similar to it. Hang on, let me look it up. I don't actually Blumhouse logo. Let's see. No, the Blumhouse is the house with the H in it.
Okay.
I look at that one and I think something like we did a escape room that was like this it's called Switch. And it was like the more you did, the darker the room turned and the light started to go out. And it feels like it's going to be like this black and white thing that you go through where it's like, I don't know, one or the other. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not explaining that very well, but I feel like it could be like a light side, dark side kind of thing. And you don't know what you're going into. based on
Jedi.
the space. Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, we own half the stuff that they have rides around now anyway. And then the last one, Intent 1, which is the other one that's back behind Men in Black, is ropes with a pharaoh-looking hieroglyph, the Eye of Horus. And it's like a museum kind of thing. So that's going to be amazing.
Yes. Yeah. If it truly is a cursed museum type thing, I am so excited for that.
Yeah. What do you, on that Unknown Original, let's just say really quick, while we're doing speculation maps and such, Unknown Original was supposed to be Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe they've ramped up a little bit around that and got some stuff ready. So you're talking about like a showbiz looking place, a Chuck E. Cheese kind of place. What if they did their own version of that? You know,
that would be so cool.
And maybe use some of the sets they had started to build. Because you know they've got to have already gotten started on most of these.
They started.
They filed permits ages ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, who knows? But I wouldn't mind. I kind of like having that open space because it gives them some room to play, but they don't have a whole lot of time to do it at the same time. But I would like any stuff where they bring back old characters or build the lore. I guess what I'm trying to figure out then is if you've got an Amazon, looking at the originals, you've got a rainforest, maybe a Legends of South America, Central America, you've got a candy thing, a museum. What's the theme going to be this year? Because like last year, all of the scare zones tied the story together, and the houses didn't necessarily as much, but one of the houses was the main character's circus that he used to do in the Dust Bowl back in the day, and there was a whole story there. I'm just curious what the theme's going to be this year.
I'll be interested to. I'm not going to make a theme guess until I see scare zone speculations.
Yeah,
because the scare zones are usually how you can tell what the theme's going to be.
Well, you know, the merchandise this year is Where Horror Lives, and it's like spray painted.
80s, 90s.
Yeah, so maybe like skateboarding, maybe like the Vamp 65, maybe is like Vamp 92, and it's like grunge vampires or something like that.
Didn't they have Vamp 95 a couple years ago?
HHN, Vamp, Scare Zones, let's see. They had 85.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm just always intrigues me to see, because there's always a story there, and it's the true shame. I've said this before. The true shame of HHN is there's always a story, and I don't think 90% of the people even like connect the dots, you know. No. But I wonder, the reason I bring the merch up is if it's Where Horror Lives, the house original that has the house, or the house that has the black and white house logo, Where Horror Lives, that might be the one that ties the theme together.
Yeah.
Like a house of horrors kind of thing, you know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So it'd be a horror house?
Be a haunted house? Yes, it would be.
Yeah, a horror house. horror. Yeah, that house.
Yeah, so it was Vamp 85 when they did the New Year's Eve celebration. It was 85. Okay. So like 90s would be cool.
Is that the one where you almost got your hand cut off at the porta potty?
Dude, yes. The one that jumped out?
Yeah.
Man, and people were like messing with the doors, and so I walked up and did it, and he almost broke my finger, man. I had to go to first aid and get a Band-Aid. On a porta potty. It's like, oh, my finger's going to fall off now, man.
All right, well, before we get into us asking questions, let's hear a Virgil question.
A Virgil question?
A Virgil question.
He often does ask questions, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And here we go.
Hey, guys. I have this week's Virgil asked a question. This week I have a really short one. Every year, this bird, weighing less than 5 ounces, completes one of the greatest journeys in the animal kingdom. In their constant search for daylight, moderate temperatures, and small fish to feed on, this bird literally follows the sun from the North Pole to the Antarctic and back again. Their migrations can extend more than 50,000 miles, and the biological systems that make this odyssey possible often spectacular displays of intelligent design and purpose in the living world. It is a two-part question. Number one, what is the bird's given name? And number two, what is its nickname? Thanks, guys. Have a great podcast.
Do you know?
Is it an African swallow?
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? It is the Arctic tern, Tern.
I was hoping you'd get that joke.
What?
The swallow.
I got the jokes from Monty
I was
Python,
hoping
right?
you would.
Yeah. It's the Arctic tern, Tern, and its nickname is Bird of the Sun, which is interesting because it flies north to south and not east to west. So you think it'd be Bird of the Poles, but alas, Bird of the Sun.
Does it back it up and try again? Does it dust itself off and try again? We go. Ooh.
Arctic tern. Oh. Oh Lord.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a
something
cool
that
one.
we've been wanting
But
to do.
isn't can we just appreciate the amazing nature of that?
Oh, it's awesome.
I mean,
how big is this bird of said sun?
this Arctic, let's see, Arctic tern weight
Arctic bird?
3.5 ounces.
Whoo,
It's
that's
14 inches from the tip of its beak to the tip of its tail.
that is a
And the
tiny
weight
bird.
is 86 to 127 grams or 3 to 4.5 ounces. The beak is dark red, as are the short legs and webbed feet. And it has a black head and a white body.
pretty cool.
There are also common terns, roseate terns, and sandwich terns.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Sandwich
hear that.
terns are smaller and slimmer than a royal tern, and they live along the barrier islands of the southeastern U.S. That will be an appropriate term later. So let's ask
there
questions
brown
before
terns?
Dave takes us somewhere we don't need to go.
Are there brown terns?
We're just gonna go over here to the topic, Dave. Let me lead you over by the hand. Come on, Dave.
Wait,
No,
wait,
you are not
these
allowed to
birds come
say-
out of the bottom
No,
of the
you are
earth.
not. No, Dave. You know what? It's actually kind of appropriate that you're doing this because we're about to play a game of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And you are acting like a fifth grader. Did your contact come out for real?
It really did.
What happened? I squeezed my eyeballs too tight.
I was rubbing my eyes because I was laughing.
Gosh. Lost a contact in the middle of a
Oh,
show.
okay.
Wow, this is a full contact show today. No pun intended.
Okay. All right. So,
All right,
are
so-
we smarter than a fifth grader?
So we're not doing official game show style. We're not keeping score. We just thought it might be fun to quiz each other on 1st to 12th grade, and then one bonus college question. Is that
Yeah,
right?
one bonus college. So Adam's known subject that he was good at was math. So I've got first through whatever in college,
Whatever. Oh Lord, have mercy.
one math question, and I'll share my screen because you'll probably have to
Do some
see
ciphering.
Yeah, some ciphering. And I minored in history, so a lot. So okay, two things. I'm going to just go ahead and preface this.
Oh boy, he's already hedging his bets, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
hedging this bet. You use what we're talking about here daily
On the daily.
on
As the kids say.
daily. And even if you don't know it, you can figure it.
Bigger.
With-
Yes.
With me and history, it's all about rope memorization. So if it's something that I don't remember, I'm going to have to fake it till I make it.
Hmm.
Which pretty much describes my entire college career.
So you're expecting a lot of. Is that what you're saying?
You know, no, I'm not, but I'm just hedging my bets just in case.
Okay. I will
right.
say this, most of the things that I found, I say almost actually all of them, are limited to United States history.
Okay.
So
just
there's
U.S.?
There's nothing in here about
China.
or anything like that.
Well, because remember, in the state of Alabama, your 4th grade year and your 9th grade year, it's Alabama history.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Okay.
County map memorization and
Yeah.
Daniel
And
Pratt
at
and the Cotton
Westminster-
Gin and all that.
My sophomore year was world history / church history.
Church history.
Yeah.
Nailing the stuff to the door and all that.
All nailing them 95 Reese's.
And the 5 soles.
And
the
them
ref
5
Armisen.
Soleils. All right.
Before we get started, hang on. I got one more point of clarification. So these history questions were multiple choice, but math is not multiple choice. You made it very clear in your text message. You actually laughed at me over text that how could this possibly be multiple choice, Adam?
So there are some that are.
Okay. So do you want me to? I tell you what. I will ask you. If you know it, you answer it. Then I'll give you the multiple choice for a little bit of credit that you actually were able to pick a 25%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the points don't matter. And it's
everything's made up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Adam. To go first, call it in the air.
Tails.
It was tails.
Boom, baby.
Adam, you, sir, get the first grade math question.
The answer is 5. 5 apples.
All right. You ready, sir? I will
think
share
so.
my screen every
Please
time
do.
I do this.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, first grade math.
First grade math.
38 plus 30.
68.
That
Ding.
is correct.
And it
sir.
actually says, you got it. All right. So you want your first grade question then?
Give me my first grade history question.
What is the name? Actually, this is the only question that's not U.S. history. What is the name of the ancient Egyptian writing system that uses pictures?
Okay, hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphs, but I'll give it to you. Fine.
Okay, hieroglyphics.
You're good. Yeah. So 1 and 1. All right.
All right, are we going to go snake style or are we going to go
Snake style.
like drafts where
Drafts.
fine, okay.
No, you got to explain this to me. What is this snake style?
Snake style is when you go, you pick, then I'll do 2.
Oh, I'll give you 2 here. Here.
Okay.
Grade 2 for history. Tomochichi gave land to James Oglethorpe to build a city where in Georgia? Would you like the multiple choice? And this is like press your luck, right? Someone gets to guess and then they guess and then you give them the things, right? Is it Atlanta, Augusta, Savannah, or Tybee Island?
Say the name again.
Atlanta, Augusta.
No. The Oglethorpe.
Tomochichi gave land to James Oglethorpe to build a city where in Georgia?
Oh, Tybee Island then.
No, it's Savannah.
It is. Okay.
Sorry.
We didn't learn Georgian history.
We only learned about Alabama history. That's the only place that matters.
Alabama history.
Only place that matters.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
History of Madison County, Chapter 1.
I mean,
Is that the name of your county? Is it actually Madison County?
It is Madison
Is it Madison County?
All right.
I can't
second
see that.
grade.
I got to make this bigger. Hang on.
Here is which sign is missing? 19 question mark 1 equal 18.
The minus sign is missing.
Brilliant.
I'm validated by a website.
Here is your third grade question.
Oh boy, here we go. This is the real stuff now.
Dale bought 5 bags of candy.
I knew it.
There were 2 pieces of candy in each bag. How many pieces of candy did Dale buy?
Carry the 1, 10.
Terrific.
Terrific. Hooray. All right. Third grade history for Dave. What was and yes, this is a third grade question. What was the biggest domestic issue faced by Washington during his presidency? The French Revolution, the Whiskey Rebellion, the War of 1812, or Shays' Rebellion?
Oh, crap. It's not 1812.
And congrats to third graders for talking about domestic policy. It's like,
right? Okay, so it's not 1812.
That's right.
Jefferson, I believe.
Okay.
The French Revolution was right after. It's not. No, it's not.
It's not after, but
hold up.
Oh, see.
Hamilton.
Somewhere way back, something got scratched. What's up?
While you were getting high with the French, before he was my friend, he was yours. But that was also Daddy's Calling.
I minored in history, but I learned everything I know from Hamilton.
Well, no, but that helped me.
It does. No, it's true. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say French Rebellion because of the French Revolution because his second term, they were trying to get them. We were trying to decide: do we stay neutral or do we send help to the French?
Help me draft a statement of neutrality, right?
Right, exactly. I'm going to say the French Rebellion or French Revolution. Okay,
the biggest domestic
But
issue.
the reason I called it domestic is
It's
because this
not
was the first time.
domestic. It's foreign.
Fine. The Whiskey Rebellion, then.
Shays Rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was brought about by a monetary debt crisis at the end of the war in Massachusetts.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Okay. Again, I thought that was tough for grade 3. I threw it in there just to see.
I don't think Ellie's learning that.
You should ask her.
I
She'd be
will.
like, Daddy, I don't know.
Well, she probably, if they talk about it, she'll be like, my daddy drinks whiskey.
And he likes Star Wars. They are the rebels. All right, grade 4. Ready?
Okay, this is Alabama history in the state of Alabama.
Sorry. Well, I mean, technically speaking, something related to this has to do with Alabama history, but not directly. Where did Harriet Tubman lead slaves?
The Underground Railroad.
To which of these places? Mexico, New York, Canada, or New Jersey?
I think eventually it was Canada, but the Underground Railroad went through up to New York. Actually, New Jersey.
Canada.
Okay.
Your gut told you the right answer. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
eventually
it
led
went
up to
through-
Canada.
It went through those states.
Yeah, but where did she lead them to? Is Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Canada. Okay.
All right.
So we're going.
And hopefully everybody's learning something right now.
I
This
know,
is
right?
intriguing.
4th grade math.
All right, let me make the screen big again.
Which is more, 1,806 milliliters or 1 liter?
Like I said, the options are 1,806 milliliters, 1 liter, or neither. They are equal. I'm going to rule the last one out. And go which is more is 1,806 milliliters. Wonderful.
All right. You ready for your 5th grade
I
math?
feel like history standards have increased.
I feel like they have.
Like the questions that I had might have been, maybe it was not American school systems. I don't know.
You ready for this?
Oh, here we go.
Cho Trucking has $9,270 to pay for bridge tolls. If each toll is $3, how many tolls can the company pay?
3,090.
That's right.
Yes. Man, I'm sorry. The website I use, I feel like these questions. All right. Grade 5 for history.
Oh, Lord.
Who founded the Connecticut colony? What group of people? What group of people founded the Connecticut colony?
Early English settlers?
All right, I'll give you the 4 options. Convicts, Puritans,
Georgia.
Quakers, or Pilgrims.
Pilgrims was Massachusetts. Quakers was Pennsylvania. So it was convicts, which was Georgia, Quakers in Pennsylvania, Pilgrims in Massachusetts. That one.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Massachusetts. Puritans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Was the Puritans. All right, grade 6. Are you ready?
Yes.
What was the motto of the Sons of Liberty? Was it live free or die, join or die, no taxation without representation, or where did my document go? Oh, or don't tread on me?
Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty?
Sons of Liberty. You want me to read those again?
Live free or die is
Live free or die, join or die, no taxation without representation, and don't tread on me.
I think it's Don't Tread on Me. That's the snake flag with the broken up colonies. I'm going to say Don't Tread on Me.
Unfortunately,
Okay, then hold up. If it's not Don't Tread on Me,
not that.
It's no taxation without representation.
Yes, that is it.
Okay.
But you'd think a group with a cool name like the Sons of Liberty would be like join or die or something. It's like
No taxation without representation.
Well, I knew it wasn't join or die.
Yes.
That's a modern.
Well, that was a political cartoon that I think Benjamin Franklin drew.
Yeah.
That snake with all the parts and stuff.
No, that's the last one.
The last one, what?
The last motto.
Don't tread on me?
Yeah.
No,
tread
join
on
or
me
die
is
was the snake in pieces.
don't tread on me as the snake in pieces.
No.
Okay.
We'll Google it later. All right. So do you want me to give you one more, or are you going to go to mine? We're going to do the snake method. We're going to do the snake method, whether it's in pieces or not.
We are going to do the snake method.
I haven't needed to use paper yet. I'm sad.
You're going to right here. Solve for J.
Okay.
J over 7 equals 6.
42.
How? But terrific. Okay. This isn't the meaning of life.
You sure about that? Math is everything. Math is the whole meaning of life.
Select the outlier in this data set.
358.
I haven't even read it.
I can look at it and tell. 358.
Fantastic. Okay.
Fantastic. We
Apparently,
went from
I'm giving you
terrific.
easy ones.
We went from terrific to terrific. Fantastic. That's just great.
Well,
all right.
7th grade math.
All right, grade 7. Time to redeem.
Okay.
What year did the Pilgrims sail to America? I can give you the options if you'd like them.
Is 1708 one of them?
No.
Okay. Or no, 16. I don't know. Why is 1619 standing out in my mind? 1619.
Incorrect. You want the options?
Yeah, give me the options.
1552, 1607, 1620, or 1659.
1602 might be Jamestown, so I'm going to go 1620.
It is 1620, yes. You were only a year off.
Yeah.
That's not too shabby.
16. Okay, that's how I remember. 1602 was Jamestown. They came back. That Croatia or what? Croatan.
The Croatians.
It's not Croatian.
I know
Croatan.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Was scribbled everywhere.
Yeah.
They didn't know what happened, and then they went back and okay. Yep.
Wouldn't you just love to know? Anyway, we may never know.
I do. I will.
All right, grade 8. The Emancipation Proclamation was issued after which battle in the Civil War?
Gettysburg.
It's not Gettysburg. The options are Gettysburg, Fredericksburg, Antietam, Vicksburg, none of the above. It's a particularly vicious question with the none of the above.
Fredericksburg was middle of the war. The South won that one, so I wouldn't think that would be the case. I think it's Antietam because it was towards the end.
It is Antietam. Yes, that was one of the decisive ones where the tide had shifted enough. Where
Yeah.
Hey.
And I just watched. By the way, if you want a really good miniseries to watch,
Yeah, I do.
On Apple TV, there is. I have to find it again. I'm pulled up by Apple TV. It's called Manhunt. It's about it starts right when John Wilkes Booth kills Lincoln.
That's cool. Okay.
And it follows Wilkes Booth and all them trying to.
I can dig that.
It's really cool.
I got to say, Apple TV for the win on a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
they've got some pretty good shows.
They've got a Ben Franklin one. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
Michael Douglas is Ben Franklin. I just couldn't get into it. Yeah.
All right. So where are we?
8th grade math. And this is the last one where it's actually a grade. So it goes from this
to high school.
Rewrite the following equation in a slope-intercept form. Write your answers using integers, proper fractions, and improper fractions in the simplest form. 15x plus 12y equals 19.
All right, give me a second.
Convert this to a linear equation. Or rewrite the following equation in a slope-intercept form.
Man, I don't know how you improper fraction in simplest form. Okay. I don't know how you're going to type this in to see the right answer. That's what I'm curious about. All right. Let me double check my work real quick.
Are you using a calculator?
No, I'm writing on paper. Let's see. My cat's outside meowing. He's like, I want to help with this one.
I hope there's people outside in podcast land actually doing this, trying to see.
I hope so too. That'd be awesome. Let's see. All right.
And for those of you who are following along in history that are not in the United States, I apologize if you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to type this in, Dave, but I have y equals negative 5/4 x plus 19 over 12.
Y
equals negative 5 divided by 4 x plus 19 over 12. And if it says it's wrong, I don't know if it's because the way you typed it. I don't know how we're going to. Oh, it's right. Yes.
Are you serious?
Daily practice limit reached because I kicked its butt.
How in the world? Like, I don't even. This is where my brain started hurting.
Y equals mx plus b. Ring a bell?
Yes.
See, there you go. That's all it is.
Ninth grade, also known as Algebra 1. What inequality represents this interval? -4, 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it -4 less than x greater than 4? -4 less than x greater than or equal to 4? -4 less than or equal to x greater than 4? Or -4 less than or equal to x greater than and equal to 4?
All right, so it's -4, 4 in brackets and not parentheses.
Yes.
So I want to say that means it either means that it is inclusive of those numbers or it's not. I'm going to say that it means that it's either the first one or the last one. I got a 50-50 shot on this one. I'm going to say that brackets means the last one, that it's less than or equal to on both.
Oh, I can't.
Oh. Well, hang on. I'll just look it up. Hang on.
Oh, man. Now we got the hard ones.
And we don't know if the answers are correct. Can you refresh it in a different browser?
Maybe, but then I can't share it.
Oh.
You should know these things, Adam.
I've known all of them so far. Thank you, Dave. So -4, 4 in brackets. Yeah, hang on. I'm sure someone's out there screaming, don't you understand what that means?
No, I don't.
Brackets versus parentheses. Parentheses are used to signify that an endpoint is not included, but brackets means it's included, so it's less than or equal to on both. So I was right.
Okay, you were right.
I was right.
Okay.
Whew. That one had me sweating a little bit, Dave.
History time.
All right. We are now going to enter high school. Grade 9. The Harlem Renaissance started in what decade? It gets easier from here, believe it or not.
20?
Close, the 10s. Technically, historically, it's 1918, but the crux of it was the whole decade of the 1920s was covered, yeah. But it's the 1910s.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready? You're going to get this one. I know you're going to get it. What treaty ended the Spanish-American War? Do you want the options?
Yes.
Versailles, Ghent, Vienna, or Paris?
Versailles, Ghent, Paris, or
Vienna. One of those I know you can rule out.
Yeah. Paris?
Yes.
Okay.
The Treaty of Paris. That is correct.
Yeah. We'll say annexation of Puerto Rico.
The Missouri Compromise. I don't know. Lord have mercy. The Louisiana Purchase.
This one, I don't understand how geometry was this easy.
Oh Lord.
This is an easy one.
Okay.
Is the following statement a biconditional? Leslie is hungry if and only if she is going to eat cucumbers.
I'm trying to read the page.
Is the following
This
statement
is what grade is this?
This is geometry.
Is the following statement that's not geometry. I honestly don't know what a biconditional is. I'm going to say no.
Well, here, we got to Google it now because
I would think a biconditional means that it has more than, what is a biconditional statement is a combination of a conditional statement and its converse written in the if and only if form. So it is biconditional. It's interesting because that seems uniconditional to me. That's opposite.
Yeah,
of
that's
what
what I
would
was
expect
thinking
it to
too.
be.
Okay.
That was the weirdest geometry question I think I've ever been asked. Wait, where are you going ho for?
Well, this next one.
Boy.
I chose this one because this seems like something right up your alley. This is integrated math. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's college. That's college.
Dang, I was getting all jazzed up, man.
Oh, crap. I clicked it away. All right. Pre-calc. No, that's not it. This is it.
Okay.
All my screens were messed up.
All my screens are man. Let's see.
This is Algebra 2. Select the outlier in this data set.
It's 7. And if the outlier were removed from that data set, the mean would increase.
Okay. Yep.
Because all the numbers were higher than 7. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold up now. Now I've got to go ahead and ask me my
Oh yeah, you're in 11th grade now.
Yeah, I'm in 11th grade.
The North American Treaty Org and the Southeast Asia Treaty Org, so NATO and CETO or CIETO, however you say it, were attempts to do what? And I'll give you the options.
Okay, please.
Increase and regulate tariff rates, provide economic aid to the poor, decrease the number of nuclear weapons, or create mutual defense pacts.
NATO and CETO?
CETO.
Say that again.
Provide economic aid to the poor, increase and regulate tariff rates, decrease the number of nuclear weapons, or create mutual defense pacts.
Trade.
Trade. The trade was nowhere in there.
Yes, it was.
Stay with me, Dave. I said tariff rates.
The tariffs.
No, it is not tariff rates. It's mutual defense pacts. It's the whole
North
if they
American
attack
trade.
you. What's that?
Just not North America trade. Okay, never mind. I had my acronyms wrong.
Yeah. NATO's the whole thing where if Ukraine joins.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
I
you're
had
good.
my acronyms
You're all
wrong.
right. All right, grade 12. How many Reconstruction amendments were there to the Constitution?
3.
That's right. Oh, look at you. See? As they got later, I'm like, this feels more and more familiar the later we got. Yes, there were 3.
Well, my area of expertise is Civil War history.
Yes.
So
I wish I'd have known that. I would have stuck to Civil War.
Yeah.
All right, here's your college level bonus question. You ready?
Okay.
And this was what it gave me. Okay. Who wrote the book American Political Ideas, which explained the application of Darwin's ideas and how they meant that the Anglo-Saxon people and their institutions were superior to other nations? Which is not true. But that's the question it gave me. I know. That's the question.
Joseph
Let me see if I can find a different one. Hang on. I got it right here.
I don't know.
Let's see. College level. Let's pick another one for Dave. Oh, here you go. Well, no, that's not. I want to see. Do they have a Civil War one in here? Let's see if they have a Civil War one. What was the first year that women were permitted to vote?
It was the 19th Amendment. Let's see. 1900, 1904, 1908. $12?
1920.
Okay.
Yeah, close. But the questions in the college level one are insane. It's like, what are the 4 things that Nixon promised in the election of 1968? What territory was denied its first request for U.S. annexation by President Cleveland because of questionable involvement in its quest for independence?
Texas. No.
Which American colony was bought because it allowed for trade concessions with its people and became part of the tripartite protectorate?
Hold up.
Samoa, Hawaii, Midway, or Philippines?
Philippines.
Hang on. I can't see the answer on this one either. I'm stuck with it. Protectorate.
Okay.
Samoa.
Samoa. Okay.
Samoa. Yeah, the questions when I got to college, it was like, I don't, which one are you going to get? It's like this whole thing about this book, and I'm like,
I mean, they're tough. The college level is tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Here's your last 2. You ready?
So this is 11th now?
No, this is senior in college.
Oh, senior in college. Or senior in college or high school? High school, right?
Senior in high school
Okay,
and
all
then
right.
college.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
All right. This is pre-cal. The number B is rational. Which statement about B plus 9 is true? B plus 9 is rational. B plus 9 is irrational. B plus 9 can be rational or irrational, depending on the value of B.
Well, we know B is already rational, so if you added 9 to it, it would stay that way. So I'm going to say the first one.
Okay. All right, remember.
Why can't you check it? Hang on. The
wait.
number
No, I've reached my...
B plus 9 is rational. Let's see if I can find it. What website is this?
It is...
Send me the link to this. Let me see if I can check it.
Okay.
You already went past it, didn't you?
It's ixl.com/math/precalculus. And then I'm going to say solve rational. No, I can't remember which. I mean, there's tons of these. I almost gave you square root of integers.
Why not? Throw one out there and let's just see what happens. I think it because if B is already rational and you add 9, which is also rational to it, it stays that way. You already know
Okay.
B. You don't have to know the value if you know the category. So
Okay. All right. I'm going to send you this link,
okay,
and I hope don't cheat.
that question. I won't cheat, but I hope the question actually pops up.
Yeah. Oops. I hate going from Mac to PC and back to that because I get the Control C.
Oh yeah, man.
And
You use
Apple-
Windows for work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riveting podcast here, y'all.
I feel like
All
I
right.
chose the wrong website for history questions.
I happened upon this website and it's like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Let's see.
Okay.
All right, there are 2 different. All right, read it.
Yep.
Read it. Yeah, I got
There
it
are
right here.
2 different raffles you can enter. Raffle A has 125 tickets and each cost $1.
Mine says 500 tickets and each cost $2.
Okay, well, read yours then and we'll...
All right, so it says raffle A has 500 tickets and each cost $2. I'll share my. Hang on, let me share my screen and stream it so you can see it too.
And I'll read it to you then if you share your screen.
Present, share screen. Where did it go, Bill?
Is it the same window that you were using?
This one right there. Boom.
All right.
All right.
There are 2 different raffles you can enter. Raffle A has 500 tickets, and each costs $2. One ticket will win an $810 prize. The remaining tickets will win nothing. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Raffle B has 1,000 tickets. Each ticket costs $16. One ticket will win an $840 prize, and the remaining tickets win nothing. Which raffle is a better deal? So, background, the reason I picked this is because I remember what you used to do as an Imagineer was, run crowd control and integers and bets. And I thought this is right up his alley. So I think this would be.
The fact that they both win nothing, from at least my standpoint, I don't think this is like I'm trying to figure out what math you would apply to this. Because if I buy one ticket on the first one, I have a 1 in 500 chance of winning. And I win $810. if I spend $14 more for a ticket on the second one, I have a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning. So my price goes up, my odds go down, and my prize only goes up by $30. So if the second one said that you would win twice as much, or I mean your price is 8 times as much, you'd have to have 8 times as much of a prize for it to make sense with the same odds. So I'm going to say raffle A.
All right, let's see what it says.
Keep it up.
All right.
I did it.
Man, I wish it would tell you why.
Yeah, I know, and not just go on to the next one.
Right.
Ooh, look at this.
All right, let's read it. Okay.
Ooh, read it. I'm excited. A lot of words.
You can play a game with a wheel whose rim is divided into equal sections marked with the numbers 1 to 100. If you play, the attendant will spin the wheel and a ball will land in a random section. There are 2 different bets you can play. So this is roulette.
Yes.
Bet A costs $15 to place. If the number the ball lands in is 49, it returns a prize of $360. Otherwise, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Bet B costs $8. If the number ball lands on if the number the ball lands on is even, it returns a prize of $10. Otherwise, it returns nothing. My feeble mind would say bet B is better.
Yeah, because the bet A is twice the price of B-ish, right? But it's a 1 in 100 chance of winning because it has to land on 49. But the prize is much, much higher. It's like 36 times what the prize is on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's half the price, and you have a 1 in 2 chance of winning because if it's even. So if you played the bottom one, if you wanted to win $360 on the bottom one, you would have to play 72 times if you wanted to win the same prize. Not thinking about, yeah, because you'd have to play it 72 times to win $360 at a 1 out of every 2 odds. So that would be $8 times 72. You'd have to spend $576 to play that. For bet A, in order to win, you'd have to theoretically play 100 times to win that $360, and that would be $1,500. So I'd say bet B is the best.
All right.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah. That's an interesting one. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting to think through. Cool.
Well, there you go. So Adam is definitely as smart as he used to be in high school.
Well, there's social study. Hang on now. Hang on. Let's look at this. First grade social studies. I feel like the website I went to was ridiculous.
Yes.
How about civics?
Pick
a category.
No. F2.
F2 is Helen Keller.
Alabama's own.
All right, here we go.
Oh, no, I have to read. Okay.
What happened to Helen Keller when she... See, I totally picked the wrong website.
You did.
What happened to... All right, listen. We're just going to do this real quick. What happened to Helen Keller when she was almost 2 years old?
She became deaf and went blind.
So she became deaf. She went blind. Wonderful, Dave. Now let's skip along to like 5th grade. Pick one out of this.
Social studies, though, not...
But it's got history in here. American Revolution.
Okay.
Is there Civil War? Let's see.
Civil
War. All right. We're going to do Battle of Bull Run to Gettysburg.
Okay. Hold up. In 1861, the Union Army marched south from D.C. into Virginia. Its goal was to seize Manassas Junction as an important railroad center. The following passage is a memory of Walt Whitman, who lived in D.C., blah, blah, blah.
This is reading comprehension. Hang on.
It's the same thing. From Whitman's account, what probably happened in the battle. Defeated troops started pouring into Washington over the battle. The Union Army was defeated.
And forced to retreat. There you go. Look at you. See, I went to the wrong website. All right, we're going to skip ahead. We're going to go. Oh, this only goes to 8th grade. All right, 8th grade.
Okay.
I'll give you another. Is there a Civil War? There's Jacksonian,
Ooh,
early
give
Republic.
me Antebellum. Antebellum.
Where's that?
Scroll
there
down.
we go.
Oh.
How about, all right, we're going to pick antebellum reform movements.
Early 1800s, U.S. grew rapidly in size and population. Many Americans worried about the social problems they saw growing around them. To solve these problems, some people started reform movements or efforts to improve society. So this is a matching. Okay.
It is matching.
The abolitionists, hold up, you just scrolled too far.
Sorry, there you go.
The abolitionist movement worked to make all people in the United States free. Millions of African Americans people were enslaved. That's the first one. Abolition is the first one.
So right here. Ding. All right. Second one. I'll read them for you. You answer. I'll read. Some people became addicted to alcohol and then spent most of their money buying it.
The temperance movement.
Temperance movement. Mentally ill people were often abused or kept in prisons.
Movement to build mental hospitals.
Okay. And then only men were allowed to vote.
Women's rights.
See, this is where I should have gone. The other one was like, I think the 8th grade questions the whole way through. That's right, Dave. See, doesn't that make you feel better?
It does.
Yeah.
It makes me think, okay.
See, you're good. I just picked an insane group of people who evidently teach kids only history for their entire lives.
What is this? A school for ants?
What is this? A center for ants? How are they even supposed to get in the building?
Okay, see, so okay, I know more about history than I thought.
See? Okay. Yeah.
See, did you know all that stuff, or was that
all the stuff in history? No, I know Tomochichi. No, I didn't know that. Like, it threw it up there. I'm like, good luck, Dave.
Did you know the amendments? The
I did know that one. Yeah, I knew the Puritans. Aiden had studied that not that long ago. Some of the stuff I kind of was aware of, but
would you have been able to do it if you didn't know Puritans? Would you have been able to do it to the way I did it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew Quakers were Pennsylvania. I knew convicts probably. I didn't know the Georgia thing. I knew that probably wasn't it, and I knew that wasn't Pilgrims.
Yeah,
they were way before that. So I'd have been able to limit it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Georgia was originally a convict state.
Wow. Like Australia.
Kind of fits, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, still is. No, I'm just kidding.
Still
Everybody in Georgia, we love you. We're kidding. We're kidding, except for you, Georgia.
Unless you're a Bulldog fan.
Yeah, exactly. At least you have Augusta to redeem yourself.
The beautiful golf course here in Augusta.
Hello, friends. Have you seen that video where the guy announces baseball that way? Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful.
Hello, friends. I'm eating a pimento cheese sandwich.
That only cost me $3.
No, pimento cheese is $1.50.
Really, man?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the stadium in Atlanta, man. The prices are so good.
You know how Augusta can do that, right?
They probably charge $1 million for everything else.
No, so their food menu is astronomically cheap. Mm-hmm. All of it. It's because they make $1 million a day at their merch stand.
That's insane.
The only place you can get Masters paraphernalia is if you go to the Masters.
That's genius.
It is.
Supply and demand at its finest.
I'll be honest. I don't play golf. I don't really watch golf. But if you told me, hey, I've got an extra seat at 18th green in Augusta, you want to go? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Just, yes.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
That, and there's only 3 golf tournaments I will watch. It's Augusta, the Masters, U.S. Open, and the British Open, only if it's played at St. Andrews.
Oh, St. Andrews is the best, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favorite to play on in Tiger Woods.
Oh, always.
Those wide fairways.
Yep.
I can hit it however I want. I'd be good on that course even in real life, probably.
No, you wouldn't.
With my baseball swing, I would be. It always goes off like 45 degrees that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goes straight for about 100 yards and then takes a right turn.
Hard right.
Well, all right, y'all. There's our show. 2 weeks from now, we'll, I don't know what we'll talk about. We'll talk about something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We always do.
We always do. I promise you, it'll have to be 2 weeks because here in, let's see, let me look at my handy dandy little calendar here. Let's see. Today, we'll act like it's March 1st. We're supposed to have been recording on Wednesdays, but it's Thursday, March 2nd, or May.
May 2nd.
Because, it's gonna be May. So, yeah, okay. We've got 2 more recordings, and then I'll be sailing on the Disney Fantasy.
I'm sailing away. Sailing again.
Screw you guys.
When's your official date? You're sailing out of PC?
Sailing out of PC on June 1st, but I'll be down there on May 31st. We were supposed to come in late night on the 31st, and we're just staying at the Hyatt there in the airport.
What?
I know, right?
You guys.
But
what is that going to be like for you not to be?
But
okay, go ahead.
So Southwest changed that first flight by like 20 minutes. So because you're able to do that, and they announced what the annual pass holder magnet is, and I showed it to my daughter. So we're coming in at we'll be there at 9:00 in the morning on the 31st. I have rented a car for the day.
Wow.
We're driving our happy
staying off site and rented a car. Who are you?
Well, this is a cruise trip.
Who are you?
But when I say we're staying off site, I mean we weren't going to go to Disney.
Who are you? Wow. Who is this person?
Started a new job, dude.
Turning over a new leaf.
I'll
never stay at Disney World again. I know that's not true.
No,
that is in no way true.
There's no way that's happened. But I can't be in Orlando knowing that they're giving away a Stitch annual pass holder magnet.
Absolutely.
And my daughter just redid her room in Stitch.
Absolutely.
I have to go get that magnet.
Yes, you do.
I looked at Amanda. I said, look, if we're in Orlando and we don't get that magnet, we will hear it for months about why didn't we go get my Stitch magnet?
Yeah. It's the life of a pass holder. You're going to fly in early and rent a car to drive to Epcot and stand in line to get a magnet and then drive back to the hotel to go on a cruise. Well, that is like the most like pass holder thing I've ever heard anybody say.
But while we're there, we're going to be there. We're not just going to go get the magnet and drive back.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
We've got reservations at San Angelo Inn.
Oh, very nice.
To eat dinner there. They've got the new annual pass holder lounge in Morocco, and Jeannie is meeting there, which we've never seen Jeannie. So we're going to go meet Jeannie and all that fun stuff.
Thank him for his Genie Plus service.
Yes. That I use so much. I actually do use Genie Plus.
We use the heck out of it in California.
But not at Epcot.
No, not at Epcot. No.
Which is going to be weird. I looked. We're going to be at Epcot when there is no festival there.
Wow.
There is not going to be a festival at Epcot from the May 27th is the last day of Flower and Garden. And then the very first day of Food and Wine is August. So from May to August, there is no festival at Epcot.
Well, they have Eat to the Beat, though. But yeah.
No, Eat to the Beat is Food and Wine.
It is. No, what is Summer Rocks? What is it? Summer Rocks?
Garden Rocks.
Garden Rocks.
Is Flower and Garden.
There's a summer. Hang on. Garden Rock. There isn't. Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
I think it's because they're opening Communicore Hall.
Yeah.
In the middle of all that. So, and I'm going to have to find some way to come down there to see the Disney Springs drone show.
Yeah.
Because I think that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, the air show at the airport across the street incorporated drones into their fireworks show for the first time, and it was done really well. So I can only imagine what we're going to be able to do.
Yeah,
with all the different ways we'd be able to pull it off with our IP, it should be pretty amazing. But
and if they can do it half as good as they do it in Paris,
oh, for sure, yeah.
Why don't we have that here?
It's going to have to be plussed up though, because you don't have the castle to kind of build the show around. So it'll be interesting to see. It's going to have to carry itself,
Do you build it around the little dragon in the Lego dragon?
I don't think go that low to the water. But it all comes down to weather, though. I mean. But yeah, it's going to be good to see.
A lot of people are upset because of this drone show because of the drone show, there is no Sascagoula River. Ferry.
Yeah.
For the summer,
the water taxi thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Which is one of the cool things of staying at Old Key West, Saratoga Springs and the Port Orleans
And Port, yeah.
resorts.
Yeah. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
But you get a good show. You can watch from your hotel in some
That-
places.
that's
Saratoga,
really
at
nice.
least.
From Saratoga.
Right, yeah, Saratoga.
Which, you know my feelings on Saratoga Springs.
That's for a different. That's for another podcast.
That's for another podcast.
You're gonna put that in a box and ship it to Terry, and you guys can talk about it over there.
Well, Terry loves Saratoga Springs.
I do too. I don't have a problem with it.
It's too.
Nah,
Here's why
nope.
I don't like it.
Nope.
It's too big and spread out.
No. I'm going Bugs Bunny on you. No. Hush, David. Bad Dave. Back into your crate.
It's a great resort.
Back into. Do not stop.
I'm telling you, it's great.
Stop it. Then you're going to say but multiple times and then make your no. Do not do it.
Okay. All right. Well, there's our show.
Protect the brand at all costs.
You're like Pat McAfee for the brand.
For the brand. Oh man.
Well, there's our show. Adam, if they want to be part of the show and they have not joined us in our Facebook listener group, which is Unrelated at Birth listener group.
Did you put the banner up so that I can know the number?
I did, so you can have the birth line. The
I
delivery
have
line
it in
number
my
for you.
brain. I have it.
It is
in there.
not. I bet you that you would have not remembered that number.
I knew the number because it's 863, which is my area code, and then the next 3, and then you go up 45, and it's 0088. It's like it rolls off the tongue.
Okay.
Anyway. It does.
Okay. Facebook.com/unrelated birth. Like us, share us, tell your friends about us. Please, we love you guys. Call the delivery line, 863-345-0088. Adam.
Taking my lines, man.
Say your line.
I'm going to say my line. I still want to know, either via the birth line.
Birth?
What is going on? It is so late. I'm so tired. Either via the delivery line.
Birth?
The birth line. The delivery line, the listener group, the Facebook page, Facebook Messenger, however you choose.
Send pigeons, send the fax, write it on a postage stamp.
That's fine too.
Signal
Stick it on your refrigerator door.
Tap it out in Morse code. I prefer a bad excuse. She missed a bus, missed a train. Surely this could be explained. Lost a car at the mall. Got locked in a bathroom stall. Play with the Grateful Dead on the road with Pearl Jam. Buried as a Grateful Dead, came back as a parrot head, got derailed, got DI, stopped her as a sacrifice. FDI, FBI, CIA. If they've seen her, they ain't saying.
No. I just decided to let you go with it. At this point, just roll with it, man. Okay, so anyway, however
Did you know
you
what I was
choose.
thinking when I first did it?
Yeah, Lone Star.
Okay.
So with all of that, however you choose to communicate with us,
Send
I
an
want to
owl.
hear from one overseas person who is not in Canada or the UK, and I want to know where you're from, who you are, how you listen to us, and how you found us. Just any communication method works. I know the delivery line's tough overseas, but I'll take the Facebook group. I'll take any method of communication you choose.
I'll do one better for you.
Oh, will you now?
Yeah.
We'll come to wherever you are and do a live show at your house. No, I'm kidding.
No.
What were you going to say?
No, I'm not going to say that. If your name is not Ben Harris,
UK.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, our normals. We have our normals.
Normal. We want to hear from our abnormals. Oh, I love your words sometimes. I want to hear from a normal. I don't want to hear from you normal
Your name
people.
isn't Ben Harris from UK.
How about this? The regulars. That even doesn't sound.
No, it doesn't. Ben Harris from UK or Brad Toon from Canada.
The usual
Those
suspects.
two. I know how you found us. Anybody that I don't know how you found us. If you're from Canada or UK, I don't care. Tell us how you found us. FBI, CIA.
I just. It was again your words. They make me laugh. Especially this late in the show. We've been going for like an hour and a half, and you're like, "I just want the UK. I don't care." Like, no, that's not what I mean. We do care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
You know what I mean. You've been listening to this show long enough.
Oh, my
God. You know what I
gosh.
mean. We're coming up on 5 years, Adam.
Can you believe it?
Well, 5 years minus 2.
Yeah.
But
Not
still.
5 years running, but, we were on a break.
We're on a break. Adam has no idea what that means. He's never seen Friends.
I know what that means. Like in the general cultural sense, I know what it adds to the zeitgeist.
You've never seen Friends. You
I've
don't
never
like
seen
Elvis. You don't
Friends.
like the Beatles.
Nope. I have seen every episode of Seinfeld, if that helps.
That helps.
Does it help a little bit? A little bit of street cred with the
No.
boomer Gen X millennial crowd?
No.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All I got was sweet math skills. I'm sorry.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, we do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for sticking with us. Thank y'all for letting us. Here's my real thank you. Thank you for sticking with us, even though we do take time off to be with our families, to have to go through crap, and when there is time where we don't put out a show every other week. We really appreciate you sticking with us and downloading the show, listening to us, interacting with us on the socials, all that fun stuff. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Adam?
Yes, Dave. Sorry, I was playing around with the soundboard. You got kind of just. I wanted to put something behind it of like when we go through crap. We should have a Patreon and then be like, for just $2 a day, you too could sponsor two podcast hosts who are just going through crap.
You wild and crazy guys.
You too could support a podcast. Anyway, all right, I'll take us out there. Thank you, everybody. Again, we love you, but not as much as Jesus does. Stay safe out there. Oops, I got to start down here. Be kind to one another and then ease into it like this. We are professionals. Do not forget that. And we will talk to you again in a couple of weeks.
Oh, good Lord.